I mean,
San
and
Fran.
we had our fog today, last night into this morning. We have another fog coming on Thursday. It's been endless fog here in Colorado every single day, folks. Killer fog! Yeah!
But don't worry, it's just them
And
experimenting on the
it's a
population.
slow
No big
kill,
deal.
Mike. You get the
No big
cancer, you die later on. You just don't get to live a fulfilling and long life, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole.
All right, you get a little headache, little cough now, little cancer later. You're dead by 65. It works out
And
great for
Bill
everybody.
Gates and his eugenics Nazis, they all celebrate off to the side, right? Yeah. All right, so
Right.
here's the
Right.
proof that they have been doing killer fogs or cancerous fogs or however or cadmium fogs, if you will, and they've been doing it since the 60s. Here's a prime example.
Basically a hazmat suit, and they had masks and goggles.
In the 1950s and 60s, in secret, the U.S. Army sprayed zinc cadmium sulfide into the air of a St. Louis housing project, a largely black neighborhood called Pruitt-Igoe.
It was a lose-lose situation for us in Pruitt-Igoe. We were subjects. We were subjects.
They didn't ask for our permission. We didn't ask for them to spray us. My government used me like I was a guinea pig.
The zinc cadmium sulfide, by the way, is commonly found in fluorescent bulbs, I believe, and it's a fluorescent material that is easy for them to trace the whereabouts of where these things go. So that was the whole reason. The whole basis of this is it was during the Cold War, the onset of the Cold War, and they wanted to test what Russia's capabilities could be to spray toxins on our populace. So
Right. Biological weapons. They wanted to
and
test
yeah,
the spread.
so
What
our
would
government
happen.
obviously said, well, let's just do it for them, right? We'll spread the chemicals ourselves.
And then in every court case following, they swore it was safe, but refused to release the
Exactly.
research that said it was
I've
safe.
heard this before. We have the data, but we'll release it in like 75 years, right? About that time, most of you won't even care anymore, right? Sounds familiar.
Exactly.
We're standing.
But don't worry, they don't do this anymore.
Yeah, this is in the past, folks. All
Don't
right,
do this
come on.
in the past. In
The government has learned their lesson, just like with cloning. It was immoral, so we learned, all right?
Yeah, where Pruitt-Igoe used to be here in St. Louis, and it's hard to believe more than 10,000 people used to live here. As we bring our drone up, you can see it's mostly just an empty lot now, overgrown with trees. This used to be filled with 33 high-rise buildings. It was all demolished in 1976. And according to the
9/11?
I thought it was Gaza Strip, actually, for a second there.
National Research Council, St. Louis was chosen for spraying experiments because it had similar characteristics to Soviet targets like Moscow in terms of population density and terrain and proximity to a river. The government now admits to a secretive series of Cold War tests, including one dubbed Large Area Coverage. More than 30 tests conducted across the U.S. and Canada, spraying zinc cadmium sulfide from...
I like how they're like, yeah, get the Canadians too. We'll see what happens to those guys. You know, like, don't tell me. A little dusting up there.
Sure, the Americans died, but we
That's right, so
I mean, they were on the cusp of death anyways. Let's test it on those Canadians who've been eating Whole Foods.
It's good to know what this toxin does to these poisoned people already, but can we get some pure folk? Can we see what happens when we toxify the healthy people?
St. Louis, half their diet is Doritos. Let's see how this reacts to real humans, not the animals of America.
Folks, we are fucking farm animals to the government, man. They treat us we're
really
freaking
are,
cattle, bro. We're a pen
really
of
are.
pigs that they just do what they want to us, man. It's unbelievable.
planes, rooftops,
So
and
gross.
vehicles to simulate how a biological attack might spread, all to prepare for potential warfare against the Soviets.
Many of us been in the military and had top secret clearances. We know how it works.
We have died for America. We have
Oh, they must be some of the Tuskegee Airmen who had that syphilis epidemic. These poor fellas, Mike. The atrocities put upon these gentlemen is
Fly those
with
planes
the syphilis. It sounds impossible. And then they were sprayed with cadmium, man. Oh man.
Bro, every time the airmen are brought up, that's all I can think about.
Poor-
Is
Those poor pilots and all that syphilis flying around, man.
Like, I always think, like, how many people out there think these are pilots with syphilis?
This guy right here.
we gotta change the name. It's so different.